G'day everyone, welcome back to Pete's Investing. Today is May 16, 2023. This is the NASDAQ price update. You can see here on our weekly, it's in a bullish momentum, and the daily is broken down to a neutral momentum. So let's look at each of these. For those new to the channel, we look at the triple moving average of the price chart. It's moving average 3, 5 and 60. And if we link that with the CCI 150 moving average 5 and 50, if they're both bullish, then we give this signal as a bullish signal. When they're both aligned as a bearish signal, it gives us a bearish signal. But if they differ from each other, it's a neutral signal. So at the moment, it's looking at it like a bullish on the weekly. But notice on the daily, it's still, well, it's neutral. It's been neutral now for a number of days. Now, one thing I wanted you to notice here is the support at 10,432 and the key resistance at 13,722. And also, it's been hovering around this ascending diagonal line. I've drawn these two here. It was originally in this wedge. I'm going to keep that second one there in case it comes and bounces off that in the coming days. But notice also I've got this bearish divergence on the CCI versus a bullish divergence on the price chart, and they usually work, and sometimes they don't. But when they do work, it's actually a nice little area to look out for a potential, take profits if you're going long in this case, or potential reversal to start taking a couple of potential trades if you may want to. And the way you look at this and the way you would trade that is to draw a channel on the price between those highs. You bring it down to the lowest point from those highs, and that'll be in alignment with this diagonal ascending line. So if this CCI continues to the downside, we should see, and this price start retracing back towards this channel, this resistance line. Then if it breaks below this line, that's where you take the short positions. So long as the CCI keeps going down, you take short positions once it breaks below this. Now, as I said, it doesn't always work that way, but usually they do. Alternatively, if this keeps rising, we need to see it break above this resistance at 13,722 to be more positive and more bullish. And by that stage, we should see, and for this divergence to fail, if that happens, we need to see this CCI break to the upside as well and break this downward momentum. So again, don't go short until possibly you see that break below this channel, and if the CCI continues in a downward slope. On the hourly, more closely, again, what I've done here in the hourly chart, each of these have retraced back. You can see here that the price is retraced back to the 61% Fibonacci. That's why Fibonacci's are very important, and it bounced off the 61% with that wick. And then more recently, between that high and low, likewise, it's bounced off the 61%. Again, they don't always bounce off the 61%. It might be any one of the Fibonacci levels, but 61 is a key level to look out for. If that breaks below this, if this comes back and breaks below this 61% especially, then you're going to probably see a more bearish outlook for the NASDAQ. I've also got up here a trading back testing. So you can see there, most of these trades were single entry and exit trades, with the exception of this, where it averaged down 3 times. Now, and again, this is running the program throughout the whole period. There's no discrimination between longs and shorts on the weekly or daily. And what I'm suggesting is, if you come across, for example, if during that period when it declined from September 2022, when the price started declining, in that period there, sorry, this period here, notice there was minimal long trades. Likewise, September 2022, on the weekly, there were no long positionings on our indicator. So again, predominantly only go long when the daily and the weekly are aligned. That's where you need to go long and trade on the lower time frames, such as the hourly. So to get more trading strategies similar to this one, subscribe to my Patreon page with exclusive access to stock scans for currencies, commodities. Subscribe, like and share the channel. Thanks for watching, and see you in a future video.